Okay, so today I want to show everyone how to make their game look a lot nicer. We can do this with anti-aliasing. So by default, you can see that there's edges on the edge of the character, which don't look nice, even at, say, the native resolution. Um, so there's a few ways to get rid of it. The best way, well, most of you know the most common way, which would be using the control panel. Well, that's okay, but you can actually have a lot more options if you use the NVIDIA Inspector tool. So I'll put a link in the description below, but basically once you download it, there's a download down here using the mirror link. It will give you all the options that your graphics card is capable of. Well, so once you load it, there's a little tool icon. So you click the tool icon, and then this pops up. So you just want to search for Hearthstone, and this comes up. By default, I'll show you what it looks by default. Well, if you ever mess it up, you want to be careful with all these settings because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. But if you ever mess it up, there's the Restore Current Profile, which will, reset it to the safe settings. Anyways, what we want to change is under anti-aliasing mode, you want to say override, because we want to override this setting. And then right below it, we want to choose one of these options. Well, there's a ton of them. The ones you want to think about are all of these ones from 32 and below. Personally, I use 32 combined 2x and 8x, and that looks pretty sweet. I would only recommend going from 4 to 32 in this range, because of the rest of them, I don't know. You can play around with it, but personally, I'd recommend using from 4 to 32. So I use 32, and so once you do that, you just hit apply and give it a second to load, and that's it. But the results are really profound. So you can see that, well, this is it with it enabled. You can see that there's no aliasing on the edges, whereas if we look at the default, it just looks really, you can just tell the difference, right away. Your performance might, it does take a pretty nice graphics card to do this, but yeah, it seems to work fine. I mean, it's worth what it looks like, because, I don't know, I'm a graphics guy, and I can just tell these things just look a lot nicer this way. But it seems like the only trade-off is, say, like, you win a game, and you know how the screen shakes. Sometimes it messes with the anti-aliasing, and so my fix is, after every game, is just restart Hearthstone. And I mean, you should be taking breaks between games anyways for clarity, and anyway, but I mean, besides that, it runs fine during a game. Again, I would restart the application after each game. I know it's a hassle, but you'll get this nice picture, and I think that's worth it. Okay, well, thanks for watching.